was real young. Her best friend is a skinhead chick. She knows an Asian boy named Yick. Caitlin, she is very chic, but I am still in love with a girl named Spike. A girl named Spike. And I am still in love with that girl named...
You're listening to the I'm in Love with a Girl Named Spike, a Degrassi podcast. I'm your host, Mike Park, along with my co-host, Hannah Eagle.
Oh, good day, Mike.
And Rick Johnson.
Oh, good day, Mike.
And we are on episode 147, Anywhere I Lay My Head. Hannah, who sings Anywhere I Lay My Head?
Oh, the Backstreet Boys.
I don't know who sings it.
Oh.
Tom Waits.
Tom Waits? Gosh, darn it. I feel very bad that I don't know that.
Oh.
But at the same time, I don't know that. Actually, I don't know many Tom Waits songs, so what does it really matter?
I know that one.
I mean, I would say you should probably listen to Tom Waits. You will get something out of it.
Did you like Tom Waits in the movie The Outsiders?
Yes.
Did you see The Outsiders, Hannah?
I sure did. Who was Tom Waits in The Outsiders?
So when Matt Dillon goes into the bar, he's like, I fucked up. The guy at the door is Tom Waits.
Oh my God. That's crazy. So he's like a bad guy, kind of.
Is he really a bad guy? No, he's
just a guy.
He's just
an outsider. He's an outsider.
Bar. Yeah.
Did you like him in whatever that 200 cigarettes, that Coffee and Cigarettes movie where it's just like two people talking? Yeah.
Never saw it.
Good.
This episode,
good.
Sorry to interrupt you, Hannah, but this episode is the return of, you know who, Ellie's drunken mom.
I know.
Wait, right off the bat, how did everyone feel about this episode?
Sucks.
Okay, so I agree. But there were a couple points where I was like, God, this show is so good.
Yeah.
Well, tell me about it. Tell me
Was it when they went up to the bar and saw Tom Waits?
It was when Ellie's mom slapped Tom Waits.
Oh, yeah.
No, when Ellie's mom slapped Sean, that was so good. And then, I mean, this is going to sound bad, but when her mom is passed out and the house is burning down, I was like, wow, what a show.
I feel like that fire could have been stopped so easily.
Let's get into it when that scene happens.
Yeah. True.
Okay.
Yeah.
Take it from the beginning, Hannah.
All right, I will. Sean and Ellie are asleep on the couch, so I guess they sleeping, sitting up on the couch all night. It's, I've done it. Ellie's mom did not know she was missing all night.
Power move.
Sean offers for Ellie to move in, and she's kind of like, no.
But yes.
Yeah, but also yes.
Well, okay, if you were a 16-year-old Ellie Nash, would you want to move into that slovenly decorated house?
Where Jay and the Montreal crew are there every weekend?
They're not there anymore.
Where Amy's.
You're telling me the Montreal cruise hasn't come back?
No.
For Fresh Blood?
Yeah.
They're over that.
I would have loved a plot line where the Montreal crew does come back.
Yeah.
Hey, I noticed, this is the first time I've noticed in the intro, when Sean is shaking up the spray can bottle.
Sure.
Did you know those are all Punkorama flyers in the background?
Did you see that they're spray painting an anarchy sign?
I didn't see that.
It's a green anarchy sign.
So you had noticed the Punkorama.
Yeah.
All right. After the theme, Rick, take it from there.
Ashley's being a homophobe. They're talking about Parents' Night.
Is she being a homophobe, though?
Yeah, because she's talking about her dad's boyfriend and just coming out being look at these queens, basically.
That is the energy she's giving off. I'm also just she's still complaining about that. That was 3 years ago.
Yeah. I bet that was Eric or Kyle or what's the dad's boyfriend's name?
I can't recall.
Dennis?
Dennis.
It feels like that's what it was.
Yeah, it feels like I'm sure that Dennis has been nothing but a wonderful person to Ashley.
Yeah.
You know, like just sad every day that his lover's daughter will not accept him.
Yeah.
Sure. Okay, let's talk about Manny.
Let's talk about the Squatch.
Is this the B? This is the B plot, would you say? Manny?
The car wash?
Manny not learning her lesson? Yeah.
I'm surprised that I felt like the storyline would have, well, at least for Manny, would have made her less of the stereotypical slut. And I felt like that's where they were leaning, and then it's like, boom, back in it.
Mm-hmm.
Because she's definitely, am I imagining things, or is it overtly obvious that she is flirting with Spinner?
Well, yeah, obviously.
Yeah, of course. I don't think she knows how to
Turn it off?
Yeah, maybe she just can't turn it off. Some people
maybe she had success with Craig doing that, so it worked once.
I know, I can't.
She was almost a mom.
Oh my God, yeah. I just can't believe I'm saying this, but like Craig is so much better than Spinner is, though. Spinner is disgusting.
Why? Why is he disgusting?
He's like just sunburned and sweaty, and
that's the next episode.
The next episode.
I thought he was like pretty sunburned at this car wash.
Well, yeah,
he gets sunburned at the car wash.
Hmm. Oh.
I just like that Manny went to Spinner to ask if the Squatch can play instead of just asking Craig. It would have been fine. Craig would have been like, the Squatch can play.
Also,
Squatch. I got this $5,000 guitar I got to try out.
Well, she's doing it because she's trying to hit on Spinner.
I don't think that's the original intention.
I don't think so either.
I think she's just trying to get money for the car wash at that point.
Okay. All right.
And Paige is sick for some reason.
JT is passing out flyers for the parents' night as the mascot.
You think that's JT in there at this point?
Well, it's definitely it's not the actor. What's the actor's name? Ryan Cooley. It's not Ryan Cooley. It's just some scrub, I'm sure. Or maybe it is Ryan Cooley. In the original Degrassi, it would 100% be the actor.
Yeah. They would have been they would have chose who went into that suit by which kids fit in that suit, and then that would be their storyline.
What does Ellie's mom call Mr. Simpson? Mr. something?
I can't remember.
Mr. Stan. Or
Mr.
something.
Stan. So so that sounds right. So is she drunk, obviously, or is just
she's obviously drunk. There's something. She's on some chemical, we'll say.
She's either drunk or she's very unpleasant.
Both could be truths.
That's true. Two things can be true.
Do you like the encounter with Ellie's mom and then Ashley's dad and boyfriend?
Oh my God!
Yeah.
When he's like, "This is my partner, Keith."
Mm-hmm.
What do you mean, business partners?
And what if she says like, "Oh, you interior design the enemy into submission"?
Well, no. She's like, well, my husband's in the military. Do they let your kind in the military anymore?
Did she say that?
Yeah. That's why she's like, well, we wouldn't win any wars because you'd be too busy designing the outfits or some shit like that.
Damn. What wars have the Canadians been in?
We've asked this question to listeners many times and they haven't come back with anything, which leads me to believe zero.
Ellie's dad is just...
Let's see. I'm going to Google it right now.
Google it.
Canadian wars.
Hannah, is this definitely the same actress from the previous Ellie episodes?
It feels the same to me, but let's give it a goog.
She's funny.
Oh
She's
yeah,
she's a bad actress too.
She's very bad
She's,
actress.
but like a wonderful blend of both.
Hey, when did Ashley join Craig's band? Is this her
Today.
first appearance?
That's a
Today.
weird thing. I'm on this weird Wikipedia page, which is Canadian Wars, and they have how many people were killed and wounded on it.
Ooh, no, thank you.
They were in the First World War.
Okay, as an ally,
Yeah,
that's very
they were also
very
in the
nice.
They were also in the Second World War. They were in the Korean War. They were in
Very
a thing
kind
called,
of
called the Congo Crisis. They were in a thing called the Whiskey War, and they are continuing to be in the Whiskey War.
Oh, interesting.
Well, how many troops do you think they sent to join forces in the Korean War?
It says 516 people were killed, 1,042 were injured.
In the Korean War?
Yeah.
All
So
right.
probably not that many.
Okay.
I'm not a big military buff, we'll say, so I don't know much about the wars. I've seen Saving Private Ryan.
I didn't like it. It's too brutal. Too brutal. I'd rather watch Stripes.
Amen.
I've seen Stripes too.
Stripes is more pleasant, more happy.
Do you think Stripes is more of an accurate depiction of war?
Stripes isn't really about war. I don't think they go to war.
They go to war.
They don't.
Okay, let me ask
It's
you let me ask you a question. Do you think Stripes is better than Spies Like Us?
I haven't seen Spies Like Us. So.
Whoa.
Spies Like Us, like Dan Aykroyd and
Chevy Chase.
Chevy Chase with Paul McCartney singing the theme song?
Yeah.
All right.
Does Spies Like Us have like a Ferris wheel in it or something?
I don't think so.
Okay, I'm thinking.
It has a nuclear weapon. I would watch it. It's pretty good.
Okay.
The song that they're playing, Craig's band, it's a ska
song? Yeah, ska song.
Yeah.
It's not ska-ish. It's
Like
ska.
reggae kind of
it's
too.
poorly played.
Very bad.
But for a high school second show.
I don't know. My second show was pretty awesome. In high school.
Hey.
In your mind, is it recorded?
Yeah, it's great.
Okay, let's put it up on YouTube.
Yeah, I gotta get the VHS digitizer.
Ooh.
Okay.
All right.
I'm waiting for that. Anywho,
Right.
let's
Which
move
show?
ahead.
What show was that talent show of yours? Number show.
Nah, it's early on, bruh.
So your show was great. That show was great.
I only played 2 songs, and one song was Wild Thing. It was three notes.
That's awesome.
So easy.
I'll tell you this: my first show ever, as equally as bad as this.
Really?
Yeah, bad.
All right.
Bad. We did a Stone Temple Pilots cover. Very
Dear
bad.
God.
Ooh.
We couldn't sing the words because the year before, the kids in the band got in trouble when they played the talent show for singing inappropriate lyrics.
Ooh. Okay. Hannah's very interested in this. Very interested.
What bad words?
There was no bad words.
Fire. Let's get to the fire.
The fire.
The fire.
Okay.
Ellie smells something.
First off,
Yeah.
well, she doesn't smell anything. The fire alarm goes off.
Oh yeah.
And the house is full of smoke. And she
Yeah,
doesn't
full of
smell anything.
smoke. Okay, I have some questions.
Okay.
What do you think Ellie's mom was cooking in that pot that would catch fire?
She was making. I'll tell you what she was making. She was making hard-boiled egg. So the water had completely evaporated, and the eggs were just frying.
How do you know that? Or are you making that up?
It happened to me when I was 3. So my parents used to leave us alone, my sister and I, when we were very young. So I was like 3 and my sister was 5. And they had to work. So they worked. And I remember my dad left on the stove hard-boiled eggs. And the water evaporated, and it was very scary.
Your dad's at fault.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Did it start a fire?
No, my sister somehow, it was frightening. I could still see it. Even though I was 3, it's It's very visible in my mind, just like it was yesterday.
Do you think that's your first cognizant memory?
No, there's others from that era. It was a good year, 1972 at age 3.
That's
You
awesome.
remember age 3?
I
Yeah.
remember things about age 3 as well.
I also learned how to ride a bike, a 2-wheel bike at age 3.
That's amazing.
Isn't that cool, Hannah? You think
So you think it's eggs? You think she's boiling eggs in that giant pot?
boiling eggs, and it's
I'm gonna
cooking meth.
oh,
I'm gonna say it's pasta, as they say in
Pasta.
oh,
Okay,
that's
that would
cookie.
also go
Yeah,
up.
I could see that. I could see that.
pasta. Maybe. Whoa. But that might not be a drunk food. How about this? Mashed potatoes. She's boiling the potatoes.
Oh, mac and cheese. She can be making some mac and cheese.
That's a big ass pot for
I'm
some
also
mac and
like,
cheese.
why did the pot catch fire?
Well,
because the water evaporated.
Water evaporated.
So the pasta is just burning.
Yeah.
I
burning.
guess so. But that's still
Can
catching
we
fire.
only refer to it as pasta for this episode?
Pasta.
Pasta.
Mike, I love the lighting where you
What's
are.
going on? What's going on? Are
You
you
look
in
you're at a
a
rave,
Are you in a
man.
discotheque?
I'm watching Degrassi.
So when Ellie walks in the room, her mother just face down on that table is so
Yeah.
amazing.
It is.
Just like
I know, and as soon as she reaches for that pot, I was like, no, not that.
there was a thought. There was a thought that went through her brain that was like, "What do I do here?" And then it's like choose your own adventure,
Yeah.
and she chose poorly.
Yeah.
She
It was
bare hand grab a
yeah.
flaming pot and throw it near some polyester curtains.
It was she had turned the stove off, which to me felt like crisis averted. And then she grabbed the pot and I was like, okay, just get out of there, girl. She was like, I'm gonna drag my mom out, and I was like, that wouldn't have even been me.
So I thought there was going to be a different arc of this episode where, like, Ellie's drunk mom is with like CPA or Child Protective Services, and
Did we lose Mike?
we did lose Mike.
He looks like he's paused.
You got
Oh,
a phone call.
I'm sorry.
Get a phone call.
Am I back? Am I back?
Yeah,
You're back. So you said
So-
child.
So I thought there was going to be a different arc where Ellie was like had to go to Child Protective Services, and they're like talking to the drunk mom, who's like, "Well, you did light your house on fire," and Ellie's just like sitting there like, "Actually, I'm the one that lit the house on fire because
Yeah, she just
it's
lit
the
the
pot of
pasta
water.
on fire.
yeah."
So this is a key episode. Beside the plot line or anything, I'm gonna see if Hannah will get this. Why is this an important episode? First appearance of whom?
Darcy,
Yeah.
who is an iconic character.
Yeah, she kind of takes over
Yeah.
after a certain point, right?
Yeah, and I feel like they're peppering in new kids because we also saw Danny, who is Liberty's younger brother, earlier. So they're like kind of just easing you in, which is good because I feel like if they had bombarded me, I would have been like, I don't like this at all.
I like this car wash. There's a lot of like bad hair, a lot of bikini action.
Did you see the white kid with the worst haircut ever?
Yeah, what the braid,
the
like
braids?
Axl Rose braids.
Yeah.
I like that Rick comes to the car wash.
Dude, Rick.
Jesus Christ.
He's very ballsy.
I like that Rick has access to a VW Jetta.
I just don't know what he thought was going to happen.
Yeah. My favorite part of this car wash is when they're playing that ska song and it's bad.
Uh-huh.
And then Marco just stops playing and everyone gets mad at him. Yeah, I love that Marco's hair is a different style every episode.
God.
So far.
Take the straightener away.
It's a different, more terrible look
Hair
every
for
time.
everyone is hard this season because Paige looks stupid too.
Well, Paige has some serious mom vibes. That hair is some serious like
It's like Some of it's crimped, some of it's curled, some of it's straight. It's very weird.
Fashionista. Markle.
You look so scary. You're in the dark. Okay, there you go.
The snow cone to the back. Okay, first of all, I like Jimmy just spraying the water like that's somehow gonna like show Rick.
Well, you ever been sprayed with water before?
Well, I hit it in the back of his car.
So have you ever hit in the back of a car with some water? It's very violent.
It is very violent.
Not as violent as pushing a girl's head into a rock.
Wow.
Until she disappears.
It's maybe up there. You never know. You don't know what water. You don't know what water's going to do.
I don't know. You're so right.
I love the snow cone in the back of Spinner's wife beater, and just the playful joy. Both of them are just giddy. Spinner runs after Manny, and suddenly they are just so close, and Craig's just snapping photos.
Yeah, which I found odd.
Found it awesome.
He snaps photos. That's his thing.
He's kind of creepy about it sometimes, I would say.
Yeah. Is it weird how nonchalant Ellie's mom is about burning down their house?
Yeah. But again, I loved it so much. I think Ellie's mom is just chef's kiss.
Do you think she's a better drunk mom than Kathleen's drunk mom?
No way.
No
Kathleen's
way.
mom is way better.
Yeah.
So this is at Sean's house, the party, right?
Well, first, we should talk about that Ellie has told her mom that she's going to stay with Ashley because that way she doesn't have to drive her to school every day from Farber or where? Fergus.
Fergus. Her last name's Farber.
Her aunt lives in Fergus.
In Ellie's defense.
Elaine lives in Fergus. We'll live with Elaine.
In Ellie's defense, her mom might not have figured that out. The odds were pretty good.
I don't know. She immediately had figured it out. She was like...
Yeah, she had that drunk energy.
Yeah.
So, okay, the appearance... When Ellie's mom hits Sean...
What? She slaps Sean.
Yeah.
There's a difference.
Is there a difference? Slap.
Yeah, she didn't closed fist hit him.
Yeah. She slaps him. That was a real slap. I'm going to say that's
see Jay's expression?
Yeah, it's so good. He's just like...
Mouth agape, just...
And I swear to God, after he gets slapped, Ashley goes like this. She hides a little laugh.
I really wish we would have seen like the tail end of that party where Jay's like, well, do we got to go home now? Like, what's the deal?
Let's call the Montreal crew.
Yeah, let's call the Montreal crew.
Yeah, we can
looks like a fun party.
Yeah, it looks like
Montreal crew is not a fun party. That looked like everyone knew each other and it was a good time.
Yeah, there's no drinks. What's your nuts isn't passing out in the bathroom?
What's her name again?
Amy.
Amy. Oh, Ellie is snapping the rubber band. They're back at their house, snapping the rubber band. And what's going on, Anna? What's the conversation like between daughter and mother?
So Ellie's mom is like, you know what? This is good. That I actually think it's good that I burned the house down because guess what? We can buy all new things. And it's like, no, we can't. And once they go back in there, you realize like, oh, she like burned the house down. There's like wallpaper coming off.
Yeah, my favorite is there's a wall that's just like a beauty wall. You know, it's a non-functioning, non-load-bearing wall.
Yeah.
There's just a hole in it.
And I'm like, how did that happen?
It's like the fire department was like, fuck it.
You're like, actually, your mom did that before she even started the fire.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
That's her.
But Hannah, discuss the conversation, the cutting conversation.
Oh my God. Yeah. So Ellie has a like pretty advanced cutting
It's in a
binder.
CD. It's a CD booklet.
Yeah, which is unsettling. And Sean comments on it earlier and is like, why is that here? And she's like, well, I didn't think it should be at home. And it's like, maybe she should get rid of it. But Ellie basically says, if you make me stay here, this is going to happen again. And her mom freaks out.
So her mom was unaware this had been happening?
It seems weird that is a...
She didn't even know she didn't come home sometimes.
Yeah, but I mean, there's some things in this school don't make a lot of sense. Like maybe Miss Sauvé should tell Ellie's mom that she's a cutter. Maybe they shouldn't let Rick get back in the school.
I know. Yeah. Mr. Radich letting Rick back in the school was a weird move.
I don't like this episode.
It's not good.
I don't like it. This episode not.
You didn't like Ellie's mom slapping Sean?
That's the only good part about it. Jay's face and the slap are the only good thing.
And the fire.
And when Ellie's mom goes, this fire was actually a blessing. that part made me laugh too.
So here's something. So when Manny goes to the dot to thank Spinner and just really, really go for it, and Paige shows up. Shows up. She's wearing a silk scarf around her neck, and she had been sick.
To Heather and Erica. Love it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Going back to the original. Degrassi.
As Mr. Colby says, silk is
sensuous.
Yeah, Hannah knows. Okay. The final scene. Is that a ferret?
That's a ferret.
Okay, so Ellie says, I'm moving in. I've brought my ferret. Freeze frame? Is that the extent of it?
That's the extent of it. The look on that ferret's face is like, get me out of here, please.
Yeah.
That's it. This episode is over. I give it a thumbs down.
What?
I talk to you guys next week.
I'm gonna do more
thumbs down.
More down than up. Sorry.
Thumbs down. Okay, I'll talk to you guys next week. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.